Hey, good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. It's 3:30 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. It's warmer than usual here. Today, I wanted to talk about. I was investigating Joe Biden. Over this week, I had the opportunity to talk to a few Trump supporters, and when I mentioned that I was thinking of voting for Joe Biden, I got looks of disgust and amazement that I was going to vote for a child molester and predator. Now, keep in mind, these are Trump supporters saying this. So I wanted to investigate this. Keep in mind that I'm not. I don't want to be the same person that criticizes Trump supporters for ignoring all the stuff that Trump does and says, and still votes for him. So I don't want to be that guy voting for Joe Biden. If he's dirty, if he's a nasty, grabby pig, then I want to know. I'm not going to make up excuses or ignore it. All right, so this morning, the first thing I do is go to Google. I type in the accusation here was that Joe Biden molested or grabbed sexually a 15-year-old girl. That was the Trump line. So I typed that in this morning. Absolutely nothing comes up. Okay, there's okay. This is what I got. There was about 3 or 4 incidents listed. One was a 10-year-old girl in a hospital, and he said something about keeping that she's gonna grow up to be pretty, and the father should keep the boys away from her. And after thinking about that, that's something I could picture myself saying to a friend. You're gonna have to watch out for boys when she grows up. I don't. I don't know. I'm trying to be as objective as possible, but I don't see an issue with that. There was something about leading her over by the shoulders. Okay, and seriously, that's what I found there. That was it. Nothing about any 15-year-old girl whatsoever. Nothing. Nothing about any 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old girl. Nothing at all. I think there was a few like college age girls that felt uncomfortable. Okay, this is what I did find. I found that some women, there was probably a total of 4 to 5 women that have complained. Now their reasons for complaining, I don't know. Were they valid? I don't know. This is what they said was that he massaged their shoulders, came up behind them, kissed them on the back of the head, kissed them on the forehead. This one, he leaned forward, kissed her on the forehead. This woman was very troubled by this. She thought he was going to kiss her on the mouth. She was very upset about it. He kissed her on the forehead. Okay. What I found is, I'm gonna be honest about. I gotta try to be objective. I told you guys I'd be honest. Are these overt sexual moves, or are they the moves of an older generation gentleman that just isn't quite getting the boundaries of today? And I'm leaning towards that. I really am. I think he needs to be more careful about giving people space. And that's the big one. I think if I were Joe Biden, I would just stick to shaking hands, and that's it. That is it. I don't care how people friendly you are. Just stick to shaking hands. I'm gonna have to keep a close eye on this. Now, here's another thing. I don't know if you guys watch my other videos. I talked about Trump supporters and what I call whataboutism. Whenever I bring anything about Trump, like him mocking that disabled reporter, him and Stormy Daniels, they go, well, what about Clinton? What about this? What about that? To me, that's just an effort to distract. They don't have an answer for what I'm saying, and they're trying to change the subject and saying, well, it's okay because maybe this guy did something similar. No, I'm not going to say that. I am not going to say anything about anything Trump has done in this video. This is about Joe Biden and Joe Biden alone. Whatever Trump has done, that's for another time, another subject, another video. So far, and the claims of this Trump supporter that he molested, assaulted, grabbed a 15-year-old girl. Not true. Not true at all. And again, I'm pretty sure this came off Facebook. This comes off the Trump supporter, those hardcore Trump supporting Facebook pages that usually have the word libtard or something to that effect in them. The type of pages. And I think that's where this comes from. So yeah. Now, like I said, and I think I truly got to look down deep in my heart here, and I truly think that he just doesn't understand boundaries here. I didn't see anything that was a sexual of nature, except there was this one. There's this one complaint where he put a hand on a woman's thigh. She claims, this is the accusation. She claims that they're at a dinner table or something, and he puts his hand on her thigh. She squirms to show her discomfort, but he continues talking and doesn't get the message. That was it. I found absolutely no evidence, absolutely zero evidence of him touching any behinds, any female genitalia, any breasts, of any actual mouth kisses. None of that. I found no evidence of him any sexual touches towards anyone under 18 years old. I did, like I said, the concerning thing was I did find several accusations, under a half dozen accusations of him not comprehending boundaries, personal space, of him being a little too huggy kissy, hugging a little too long. That was one of the accusations. That he was taking a picture and he had his hand on a woman's back, and her husband was the one taking the picture. And the woman claims that his hand slid down to her lower back, and that made her uncomfortable. Not her butt, her lower back. Her husband saw that she was uncomfortable, came over, made a joke, and that was the end of it. So these are truly and honestly, these are the results that I found so far. So to call Joe Biden a pedophile, child molester is wrong. Is completely 100% unfounded. And that concludes this video. That's what I wanted to talk about today. I'm going to continue to research this as much as I'll look. Now I'm going to look on the Trump pages. I'm going to go to those Facebook pages with the libtard and all that and see exactly where this is coming from. That's my next move. All right. You guys have a great Friday. Take care.